Good afternoon once again to everyone. Hope you're having a very pleasant day. This is article number 4, and this is a very special dedication to males all over the world, boys and men. And I call this one, ladies and gentlemen, The Time Has Come to Evolve from a Boy to a Man. First, I would like to thank God for giving me the courage and the wisdom as well as the knowledge to write about these various topics. This one is a shout out to males of all ages. Now let me start out by saying that when you're a male child that's coming to this world, the pressures of everyday life strikes you very hard and very fast. Starting from the time you begin to walk and talk. You can best believe that for sure. At least that is, unless you were born into a family that is either rich or just well off. But just the same, it goes for them too. Probably even more so, because they're more than likely will grow up with a golden spoon always in their mouth, while at the same time set out to keep the wealth of their family business flourishing. Plus, in some cases, are at odds in with their other siblings about what they each are going to receive upon their parents' demise, and also argue and boast amongst themselves about just which one of them shall grow up to become the most successful of them. Now, on the flip side of this subject, we common, blue collar, hardworking, struggling just to make one end meet the other type of people have to deal with the cards we were dealt in life. Now, don't misunderstand me. I have nothing against rich people. To be wealthy and successful is a great accomplishment. Yet it sure would be greater if it could happen for all of us. But let's face some realities here on this. You see, because the majority of some of their problems will more than likely be somewhat of a blessing too, and for us poor or even middle class group of people. Therefore, as a young boy, growing up, life is adventurous, curious, hyperactive, and most of all competitive. At least that's my opinion. I guess it's just one of the many differences between males and females. Now don't take offense, ladies. I'm just simply speaking genetic and male-minded set-wise. But some of us men seem to act as if we are stuck in a time zone, somewhere back in our past, when your rent wasn't so high, or your utility bills hardly ever got out of control. Yeah, those were much more simpler times. But guess what? You have to move on and forward, because as a man, father, brother, etc., you can't afford to just lay down and just give up. At least that is if you're a real man. I mean, because being a man is to show and have strength, to dig deep down inside our souls and somehow find a way to slowly climb your way back up. Thinking about self-survival first, then doing whatever it takes to provide for your family. The value in a man is measured most of the time by his morals, principles, and standards in his lifetime. At least that's what God has put on my heart to share with you when it comes to this topic. Basically, all I'm trying to say is that as men, we have to always stay sharp and focused, because your wife and your children should at all times be able to turn to you for guidance and good judgment, as well as sense of direction. It is very imperative that we understand that. In closing, I would just like to say that there's nothing wrong with going back down memory lane every now and then. That's normal. But the reality of it is, you have no other choice but to face life challenges head on. Because if not, then physically you shall have grown. But realistically, you will never know how it feels to have evolved from a boy to a man. Thank you.